Hello, hello. Welcome or welcome back to my space. I hope you are doing well. I changed something on the quality of the video. I kind of feel that my videos were of good quality, but I'm not watching them on a big screen. So I don't know. So if you see any difference, and if you think that it's better, then let me know. Because if not, then I will go back to the way that I was filming before. Because it just takes more time, more space, you know. So if it's not necessary, if you don't see any difference, then I would just go back to what it was. But if it is better, please let me know. So we are going to check what are the messages that we are getting right now for the collective. I was guided to use this deck that I absolutely love. So let's see what's going on. What is going on? Gemini in reverse, Jupiter in reverse. Ooh, there is a lack of abundance for people maybe around you because they have been deceptive, inconsistent, detached, restless, superficial. Conjunction. Okay, so it kind of feels that now they might want to merge with you, unite with you, strengthen the bond with you, but they are here going through Jupiter in reverse. With Jupiter, we are talking about expansion and abundance. It's in reverse, right? Yeah, so you kind of feel that there was some kind of stuck energy in them. With Jupiter, we are also talking about wisdom, optimism, understanding, and all of this is in reverse, right? So it's... Okay, tell me for the 7th house in reverse. The house of partnerships is in reverse. Okay, yeah, listen, it really feels here that we are talking here about people that you were dealing with that were maybe judging you in a very superficial way, right? Insensitive, maybe detached. And it kind of feels that you decided to stop investing in them, maybe totally cut the connection. Okay. 5. Sextile in reverse. Yeah, you stopped supporting them. And this is when the change occurred. Yeah, you decided to not give them access to your private life, to your inner world. Yeah, you decided to be very, very protective with whoever we are talking about here. But I absolutely understand where it is coming from, obviously, because they were not giving you what you needed, right? With this Jupiter in reverse, considering that it is in the place of relationship, partnership, all of those things, I kind of feel that we might even be talking about people who have you made to feel that you needed to dim your light, that you were too much. There is here also the element of them not growing, not wanting to understand, not listening. Yeah, okay. So we will get a little bit more information about all of this. What deck do I want to use? I feel like using this deck. So let's take this deck. Just a reminder, this is a collective reading, which means that it is a group reading, which means that it might be for you, it might be partly for you, and it might not be for you. So please, take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't take on yourself a story that is not yours. If I'm talking about masculines or feminines, I'm not especially talking about the gender, I'm talking about the energy of the card. So please apply it however it applies. And this reading can be past, present, or future. Okay, so let's see here the main subject. There might have been something about a lack of communication, but I don't feel especially that it was coming from you. We might be talking about bad communication. We might even be talking about somebody who either was ghosting you, for example, or every time that you wanted to have a serious conversation, they were shutting it down in some kind of way. So sometimes it's not that they are saying, I don't want to talk about that, but they might just start to talk about something else, blaming you, telling you that you are the problem, all those kind of things, right? Yeah, with Gemini we are talking, Gemini is related to Mercury, and Mercury we are talking about communication. So it's in reverse, so bad communication, right? There is no adaptability. Yeah, okay, let's see. Tell me here, the Gemini in reverse. Give me a little bit more information, please. What's the story? The Queen of Swords, the Hangman in reverse, and the Devil in reverse. Yeah, listen, I feel here that you felt the need to detach yourself because you were dealing here with someone who didn't want to see things from a new perspective. They were stuck, right? They were kind of cold and very, very sure of their opinion. There was no opening. There was no flexibility. So it kind of feels that you didn't have choice. We always have choice, right? But if you wanted to advance this connection to a healthier place, you didn't have the right partner because there is a lot of fixed energy here, and the Devil is in reverse, right? So it kind of feels that you might have been dealing with somebody who was acting from their shadows, maybe trying to have some kind of control over you. Yeah, so this required healing. Let me see if you can see all the cards and how much space I have. Yeah, I don't have a lot more space. Okay, so listen, with the Hangman in reverse here, right? Considering that we are talking here about the energy of Mercury in reverse also, but the Hangman in reverse here is just adding to the fact that this person was stuck in their ways, stuck in their way of thinking, stuck in their way of communicating. And with this Queen of Swords here, I truly feel that this person thought that they were in the right. That they were in the right and they were not flexible. So kind of you are trying to make them see things from a new perspective. They are not even listening, right? They are not listening. They don't want to hear it. Mainly, they don't want to hear it. Tell me something else here about this Gemini in reverse. Yeah, the Sun in reverse, you understand? And you might also have been dealing with someone who is kind of with the Sun in reverse, they don't see the truth. They don't see the truth. And they are not interested to see the truth also. This is the issue. We are not talking here about someone who is willing to learn, who is willing to open their mind. They are very extreme in their way of seeing things. And this is what it is. So I kind of feel here that the Devil in reverse, it's kind of what you needed to do. You needed to separate yourself, because when you are dealing with somebody who's driven by the energy of the Devil, very often they are very... they can be abusive because very often they are controlling. They might be dealing with some kind of addiction. or they might just be obsessive, right? So with the Sun in reverse, we are also talking about somebody who's not a happy soul in general, right? They are not a happy soul. They are unhealed. Their inner child is unhealed. They might be aware of it, but even if they are aware of it, it's the kind of person that will tell you, this is how I am, and you have to accept me the way that I am, right? I don't want to say take it or leave it, because I don't feel that this person would say take it or leave it, because we have the energy here of the devil, right? So I kind of feel that it's not take it or leave it. You have no other choice but to accept me the way that I am. I won't be flexible in any kind of way. I am not adaptable. I don't want to hear you. I'm totally emotionally detached and insensitive, even though I might not say it out loud. I might pretend that I care. I might pretend that I'm attached. But at the end of the day, it's not the case, right? It's somebody who's living very separate from their soul. Yeah. Might be someone who's intellectualizing their own feelings, right? And it doesn't mean especially that we are talking about someone who's intelligent. It just means that their feelings are not being felt. They are kind of feel something maybe about somebody who's operating from their wounded ego, very prideful. Okay. Show me here the Jupiter in reverse. We are talking here about someone who wanted to keep you stuck with the smear campaign. I kind of feel that they were afraid of you, of your truth, of what you could see about them. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. For me, it is the smear campaign card. It doesn't have to be a smear campaign. It can just be someone who is refusing to see some kind of truth, right? They refuse to see some kind of truth. Yeah, stuck. Listen, the world in reverse. This is truly, this is why they have no expansion in their life. This is why the relationship with you could not get deeper, better, more abundant. It couldn't have been, because this person is stuck in a cycle, and they are stuck in it because they are unwilling to open their mind, right? Yeah, and it kind of feel that for you it's very different, and so it might have been difficult, because we have the High Priestess here. So you have a lot of inner knowledge, and you might be somebody who always wants to learn more. You are paying attention to the words that you are saying. You are not just being very reactive out of anger or whatever. You have some kind of level of understanding, and also you are curious. You want to know more, which might have been a problem with this person, because this person will use their words just... I want to say with what's coming up, their words don't reflect truth. It reflects control, ego, right? So you might have thought that in some kind of way, you might understand them better, and so you could change the connection in some kind of way. Except that I kind of feel that what you understood here, it is that you are dealing with someone where it is stuck, right? Nothing is changing. Even if they tell you, yeah, I heard you and I will change, there is no change. And there is also this element here that you might have felt that this person was talking badly about you. They didn't see you for who you are, and if they did, they might have felt threatened by the knowledge that you have regarding them. And this is why they might have been lying about you, right? Okay, anything else here about the Jupiter in reverse in the second position? Yeah. block, no way to move forward. There was no more ability for you to plan anything with whoever we are talking about, because I kind of feel that you understood there that I truly feel that it's somebody not only that had a hard time accepting you for who you are, but it's the kind of person where you might have felt that when you were dealing with them, you couldn't share with them good things that were happening in your life. You couldn't be totally yourself. Be the it's the kind of person that maybe they haven't said it, but you felt that you needed to dim your light. There was something in the energy that you might have felt that, right? So there is here this element about you stopping to plan your future with this person, understanding that maybe you have stayed in this connection, maybe you are still in this connection, it might be, but there is no more future projection. So let's say, for example, that we are talking here about a friend. If maybe in the past you were going to holidays with this friend and you were planning things in the future, you stopped doing that. You stopped doing that, right? You started to detach yourself in some kind of way, because whatever hope you had to bring this connection to a better place, you might have felt that there was no way of bringing it there, right? So let's see the conjunction. I'm very, very interested with the conjunction, because this is kind of a different energy. Because not only is this card in the upright, but it is also a card talking, the conjunction, this is a deck about astrology, right? So just for you to understand the words that are coming here, we are talking about pure energy. And the conjunction, it is when two planets are together, very close to one another. So they are merging together. It's a positive position. Some positions are much more difficult, right? But this is a positive condition of planets, because they are blending, they are uniting, they are intensifying something, the good and the bad, but often here there is some kind of something good, but there is also the element of focus. So I kind of feel that maybe we might be talking about someone that stays very, very close to you, but maybe not for the good reasons, right? Tell me here the conjunction. Yeah, the Hermits, the Five of Cups, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. The Hermit truly came like this, but it turned. I will turn it clockwise. Yeah, it feels here truly that you needed to grieve this connection, because it was not bringing you anything positive in your life. So, we might be talking about someone who is not especially a karmic person. We might be, there is here, there is a lot of stuck energy here, right? We have the devil here, so meaning that somebody was maybe heavy on you, right? Somebody that is in some kind of darkness. But what I feel here, it is that we are talking about someone who is stuck with themselves, somebody who is it's not a happy person. It's not a happy person, right? Yeah. The Knight of Cups in reverse. I nearly feel here that you felt that this person was demanding of you to not be honest, to not be authentically yourself, right? It might also be a person that suddenly, out of the blue, they were suddenly getting very angry on you. Maybe when you were feeling good, being open, maybe when you were shining your light, right? Suddenly they would be angry on you, or suddenly something would happen, right? Like suddenly they would be angry on you out of the blue for no reason. Just because it's not that you did something, it is that maybe your happiness was a threat to them. I kind of feel something like that. Something that might have a hard time with your happiness because they are not happy. Or with your openness because they are very closed off. Yeah, I feel that we might be talking here about somebody very, very closed off. We might even be talking about someone, for example, if we are talking about a friend, which it doesn't have to be. It can be a family member, it can be a spouse, it can be somebody that you are working with. I don't know, right? But I'm just giving the friend because this is what I'm feeling that it's accessible. We might be talking about someone who had a hard time creating friendships and relationships. And you might had it much easier, right? So you were kind of a fun element in their life. They could have maybe a social life through you. Yeah. Okay. Anything else here about the conjunction? Yeah, but they were kind of blocking you. There is here something about this person blocking you. Dimming you, blocking you, not allowing you to be totally yourself. Maybe if you were talking to them about things that you were excited about, then their energy was so bad that you didn't even want to talk to them about things that you were excited about, right? Because it was kind of a heavy energy. A heavy energy. This is what I truly feel, you know? A heavy energy. Okay. With everything that I have here, what I could say, it is a frenemy, but I don't truly feel that it was a frenemy in the sense that this person was coming from an evil place. It's not what I feel. But what I do feel, it is that this person is dealing with inner battles that made them not a supportive energy in your life. And maybe at the opposite, maybe you kind of felt in charge of them. You wanted to see you happy. You wanted to see them happy. You wanted to build their confidence, something like that, right? But I kind of feel that with time, it might have become very, very heavy for you. Seeing that maybe when this person had already something good, they were still not happy, right? Or there was still this heaviness in them, right? That is dimming you. I feel truly that it was waiting on you. It was heavy on you. Tell me here, the 7th house in reverse. Yeah, listen, I kind of feel that what you realize is that you are dealing with somebody here who is very, very judgmental. It's not somebody who elevated you. It's not. It's not somebody who elevated you. We have the 7 of Swords here. I'm very, very curious. I'm curious, I will tell you why, because this card is sneaky, right? It's a hidden agenda, is not taking accountability and responsibility, it is lying, stealing, manipulating, cheating, cunning, stealing. I don't truly feel that this is what we are talking about here. I feel that we are more talking about someone who is manipulating themselves in some kind of way. Let me see here what we can get. Tell me the Seven of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, okay, they might have been, I feel that it's a person that was not attached to you the way that you were attached to them, but I feel here that we are talking about a different level of ability to love. I feel here that we are talking about someone that might be unable to access their heart space. Tell me, the Seven of Swords, the Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, listen, I feel some kind of pride here. It's very weird because with the Hierophant in reverse and the Seven of Swords here, we have a lot of I want to say dishonesty, right? This is also somebody who wants some kind of authority while they shouldn't have authority. Are we talking about someone who is jealous of you, in fact, right? We might be talking about someone who's jealous of you. Someone that, in fact, they don't admit to themselves that they are jealous of you, that, in fact, they feel threatened by you, that because of the status that is between both of you, right, the kind of connection, I kind of feel that they are projecting on you a lot, that they are, when they feel uncomfortable because of you, while in fact it's not that you are doing anything, right, they are uncomfortable maybe because they are jealous of you, or they feel threatened by you, or there is something. I kind of feel, somebody who benefits from your qualities, but at the same time they hate those qualities. You understand what I mean? Somebody that loves that you have easy access to people because it gives them the opportunity to have some kind of social life that they wouldn't have maybe without you. But at the same time, they are jealous of that. So they love your light and your openness and your kind nature, right? And your understanding and all those kind of things, because they benefit from those qualities. But at the same time, they feel threatened by your light. But I truly feel here that we are talking about someone who is not seeing themselves for who they are. So they are judging you. They are projecting on you all the time. This is what I feel. Okay. Let's see here. Something else about this seventh house. Yeah, you see conflict, competition. The Five of Wands, this is competition. It is somebody who is competing with you. Like it's somebody maybe that is comparing their life and yours. And on one side, I feel that we are talking about somebody who is very, very, very insecure, right? And maybe whatever they did in order to make their ego feel at peace, right? Make themselves proud of themselves. At the end of the day, those are things that are trapping them and they are not happy, For example, somebody who will get married and have a lot of children, right? Because it gives them some kind of position, some kind of role, some kind of status, some kind of something like that, right? And they have a lot of children and you have maybe one. So they are very proud of having all those children, right? That they are such a parent. It gives them some kind of, when they introduce themselves to people, saying, yes, I am a mother of I don't know how many children. So they feel like it makes them feel at peace, right? They love the introduction that they can give, but in fact, they don't like their life. They don't like it. And so you having, for example, one child, so on one side, their ego feels amazing next to you because you have only one child, but emotionally, you have no excuse for nothing because you just have one child, Like they are nearly blaming you because you have it easy, while it might be that you don't have it easy at all. Maybe they can have help that you don't have. Maybe they have a partner and you don't. There is no comparing here, but I kind of feel here that we are talking about somebody who is comparing themselves all the time. All the time. Yeah, but I feel here with the Page of Swords that you might have seen it. 1 second, because it's getting hot. I'm going to put the fan on. Sorry about the noise. Something fell. 1 second, let me see that it's not moving the camera. No, it is not moving the camera. Is it on me? Yeah, I can feel the wind. Okay. So, okay, let's get into the sextile in reverse. This is in the position of change, right? So the sextile, as I explained to you with the conjunction, it's when planets are very, very close to one another. With the sextile, they are 60 degrees, which is also a pleasant energy. It's a supportive energy. It's beneficial. It's harmonious, right? There is opportunity for growth here. It is in reverse, right? So I kind of feel that you might have realized this is in the place of the change. So the change operated the moment that you realize that, in fact, maybe every time that you were seeing this person, you were going back home and you felt drained, maybe, right? You were going there with your positive energy and it was not bringing you anything, right? Let's see here, the sextile in reverse, tell me. Yeah, and it truly feels that this person was not doing anything positive for you. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, I kind of feel that they even felt threatened by your success, by the fact that people loved you, by maybe the legacy that you can leave. There is here something about this person. I feel that they needed to feel better than you. This is what I feel. That we are dealing here with somebody who needed to feel better than you. And then every time that there was something positive for you, they were not truly happy. Yeah, I already told you that the issue with people that are in competition with you or are jealous of you, and very often it's people that sadly are close to us, right? The issue there, it is that whatever you are going to say, they will interpret it through a lens that makes them feel comfortable, right? So they will build up whole kind of narratives about you in order to make you small in their mind, right? And it's just because it makes them feel more comfortable. So whatever you are telling them, they will dirt it, right? They will dirt it. Yeah, listen. I kind of feel that you understood at a certain moment that you had no support. This connection was not beneficial for you. It was not pleasant. It was only harmonious if you would just be whatever this person needed you to be, right? We might be talking about someone of your family, and we might truly be talking like a all-time friend, somebody that was in your life since very, very long time, right? And that with time, you know, you entertain this connection because for you it was something important. But in fact, if you saw things, you know, on a very actual way, right? The way that this person made you feel, the support that they were giving to you, all those kind of things, you might have realized that this person, in fact, was not bringing you anything, and at the opposite, they were dimming you, they were taking from you. It's like if they didn't want people to love you, right? We have here the smear campaign card, which doesn't have to be a smear campaign, but I truly feel that they were interpreting whatever you are doing, whoever you are, always in the most negative light possible. We might be talking about a sibling also, right? Anything else here with the sextile in reverse? Sextile in reverse. Yeah, it's somebody who doesn't want to see the truth, right? There is here something. It's kind of if they are afraid of themselves. So we might even be talking about someone who's going to therapy, right? But it's the kind of person that can go to therapy for years and years and years and years and years, and nothing is happening because there is something about themselves that they don't accept to see. So they are blocked. Everything is blocked, right? They are holding on to their ego because they feel they feel a lack of self-confidence. And with this ego, we might also be talking about someone who's somebody who's operating from a wounded ego. Very often the most scary feeling for them it is shame. And I kind of feel that they are so afraid of being ashamed of themselves that they are never truly digging into whatever they need to dig. While you might be somebody who is very, very open to heal, very open to see yourself, right? I kind of feel that there is something like that about two categories of people. I know that for me, when somebody will tell me something about me, I will listen because the ambition of my life, it is to be in the reality, right? I want to get rid of all kind of survival mechanism that I have, and this is how I got lost a lot of times because people were just projecting whatever they were saying. It was not true. It was just a projection, right? And I was listening, even if I couldn't reflect on it. I said, oh, I guess that this is truly something that is really, really hidden from me. My subconscious is really hiding it from me because I absolutely don't relate to that. With time, I understood what to take and what not to take, right? Because this is also self-reflection is beautiful, but when you are dealing with people who refuse to self-reflect or that are projecting all the time, and you just take it as, you know, with the curiosity about yourself and about your healing and all those kind of things, you can get lost there. So it's important, if you are somebody who's self-reflecting, which is absolutely beautiful, to be able to say, this is not mine. If you are dealing with someone who is a little bit ego-driven, somebody who needs to feel that they are above you, somebody who is very, very protective of themselves. They are very afraid of their shame. Then, you know, you always have to filter whatever people are saying. Yeah, here it kind of feels that we are talking about somebody who's stuck. They are stuck. Because there is here something that they are not willing, able to accept. Okay, let's go to closure here. Why did all of this come up? Why did all of this come up? Closure. Because this person is confused. They are confused how, since you stop investing in the connection with them, you are in such a stable place. I feel that we are talking here about somebody who's stalking you. They are all in your business, and what they are seeing, it is your abundance. Your abundance. And I kind of feel here with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, because of the way that they are thinking that you don't deserve whatever abundance you have. You don't deserve to be happy. This is what I feel here, right? Because I kind of feel that they have convinced themselves that you have it easy in life, right? You have it easy, you have a lot of luck, while it might be the total opposite. The total opposite. But as said, I feel that here we are not talking about someone who is, maybe this is the Seven of Swords that came up. We are not talking about someone who truly takes responsibility and accountability. They are not doing it. No, they are blaming other people for things that are theirs. Yeah, but I truly feel here that they cannot stand your abundance. They cannot stand your abundance. And know that this person, even if you have cut them off, they are stalking you. They are looking at what's going on, and there is here a lack of understanding, and it kind of feel that their lack of understanding is how you became so abundant, because they consider that you are not a professional in whatever you are doing. This is how they see you. But as said, it is truly a reflection of their inner narrative that they built over years and years and years and years, because they are competing with you, because they are very, very unhappy, and they, in order to feel more comfortable with themselves, they need, in their inner narrative, to destroy you. Yeah, you see, you are very, very peaceful, in a stable place, doing good. Those cards are very much in the same energy, the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, and they thought that you would be stuck. While you move forward, you are not stressed out at all. Yeah, your heart is pure. You went towards calmer waters. You are very inspired, doing your own thing, right? And I kind of feel that it's a backfire for them, because I kind of feel that truly they believed in the narrative that they have built surrounding you, and accepting that all of it is just a narrative that they have built because it was comfortable for them. They will have to confront themselves, which means maybe confront some kind of shame that I feel that they don't want to confront. They are in fact manipulating themselves through you, right? Under the deck we have here the Nadir that is talking about private life and inner world. We have also the ancestral roots. We are talking here about maybe somebody who needs to heal of deep internal wounds, right? Personal evaluation. So there is here something about this person not, they don't love themselves. They are very critical of themselves. I kind of feel that they are lost between the narrative of their own insecurities and their own demons and their jealousy and all those kind of things that they don't want to touch because they would be ashamed of themselves. Yeah, I kind of feel that we are truly talking about someone who's stuck here, but I don't feel that we are talking about someone who is pridefully karmic. I truly feel that we are talking about someone who feel the need to see themselves as someone, right? And this is the most important part. And so it is never ever touching the inner work. It's not. Right? Okay, listen, I will leave it here. I hope that it was helpful, insightful. I'd love to read you in the comments. Sending you a lot of good vibes, a lot of love. If you took distance here, I kind of feel that it's the best thing that you might have done, because we have here the Five of Wands, right? Somebody who's in competition with you. There is always a danger there. I was very naive to it. I thought, people are jealous. It's okay, it's a feeling, until I realized what was happening, in fact, inside of them because of the jealousy, right? They were not seeing me. They didn't want to see me. They didn't want to see me succeed. They were just searching for what was not okay with me and holding on to this narrative, right? This is the problem at the end of the day. It's not just the jealousy, it's everything that surrounds it, right? They need to destroy you inside of them, right? So, this being said, wishing you the best, and till very, very soon. Bye.